Little makeshift tonight.
We're a little makeshift. Hey guys.
Are we on?
We're together.
Hi,
It's
here we
Leverage Live.
Oh yes, we just had a lovely dinner. Where are we? Boca Raton at Mastermind.
We're a little early tonight because
I have to go to bed.
Yeah, there you go. She's got to go to bed.
I was in a hotel last night. They rang the deal. Everybody had to leave
She
at
had
1
a fire
o'clock in
alarm.
the morning for
Yeah,
an hour and a
poor
half.
Monica.
Firemen had to check out. The hotel was supposedly burning down, but it didn't. It was a false alarm. Some kid probably just walked by and turned it on.
Just to keep you up all night.
Oh my God.
And she, you know what? She's a champ. She showed up this morning. You were at coach's training all day. And
But I'm fading
here
now,
we are.
but we're here.
I said we have to do a Leverage Live before we go to bed.
Yep.
So we're going to talk about a few things tonight, aren't we? And
Make sure I'm in the picture pretty good.
You are. You look great. This is what I deal with on a regular basis. Welcome to the Monica Show.
Don't hog it. Okay?
I won't hog it. Can you? Are you
I'm
happy
good.
with that?
With
that?
I'm
Okay.
good. So
You
let's
good?
talk
Okay, good.
about this. What if you and I were talking about this earlier? How does an assistant help with really focusing on bringing business in? So there's reviews and referrals, you said, right?
Reviews and referrals. I think something that we don't talk about enough is, are you tracking? So this is a great formula Seth Campbell gave us, actually. It's called Bake Within the Margin. And
Bake within the margin? Like cooking, baking?
Yeah, kind of baking. So Gary tells us that your salary should be 12% of GCI, right? So if we want to know if an admin is bringing in 12%, then we take their salary and we divide it by 12%. And that gives us the amount of GCI that they should have to bring into the company to support their salary.
Okay, so just because math is not one of my favorites, but let's say it's $36,000 divided by 12, so it's $3,000 worth of business.
Well, no, you're dividing by 12.
Oh.
This is divided by 12%. So it's actually going to be the higher number. So it would be, if it was 36,000, it'll probably be somewhere around 385,000 in GCI that they need to bring in to support their salary. So do the math, right?
It's very complicated. So here's what I wanted to say.
So let me just finish that real quick, that thought, right? So you just take the average commission, which is how much?
Say 10,000.
10,000.
That's a good number.
So $380,000 divided by 10,000 is 38 transactions throughout the year.
Right.
We know that you have to put 12 people in the Met database and you get 2 transactions, right?
Well, sort of.
If that's what Gary tells us, right?
Yeah, right.
Based on experience. 12 to 2 is the ratio, right?
Right.
So if I have 38 transactions divided by 2, right?
Gosh, I need a glass of wine on this. Let's just get to it.
Well, yeah, so the point being is, if you have a 12 to 2 ratio, you need to do 38 deals, then you need to put how many Mets in the database?
Okay, here's how I want to do
17 Mets into the database, right?
Okay, so here's the goal. So if you're going to do 100 transactions this year, your team's going to do 100 transactions. It would be my personal opinion that you should bring in a minimum of 5 reviews and 5 referrals every single month, which is astronomical. Yeah. And it's probably really not going to happen. But if you set that goal, you got a good chance of doing 1 or 2. Yeah.
And I do want to go back though, because it's about how many Mets you're adding to the database as an admin.
So how many Mets would that be?
So if you do 38 transactions and we have a 12 to 2, right? What's 12 times about 17? 12 times 17 is how many? How much, Dana?
Well, 10 times 17 is 170, and then 2 times that's another 34, so it's about 200.
So 200. So you have to basically add a couple Mets a week.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So you can break it down. We don't need to do the math here, but basically what you do is take the admin salary, divide it by 12%, come up with the total GCI that they would have to make, and then break it down to how many Mets they need to add. And they can add those through current clients, Sphere, past clients.
Yeah, but if you divide 38,000 or 36,000 by
12%.
If you divide it by 10%, it's $3,600.
No, that's dividing it by 10. If you divide it by 10%, it's $380,000, which is the total GCI that would support their salary.
You got it.
At 12%.
Okay.
We don't have to argue about it.
No, but
we do this a lot. I hope this is fun for you guys.
I'm going with the math. Now, the bottom line is though, every single person you talk to, did you ask them for a referral? Oh, by the way, our business is based on referrals from great people like you. Who do you know?
Who do you know?
Who can help our business? I love you thinking about that.
And it's simple. If you don't and you're not sure or you have a limiting belief, use the promise script. There's a promise script that takes us through the exact way to do it, right? Now you say, Monica, how many METs should an admin add to the database every day? You have a rule.
Three.
A rule of three.
Minimum three.
And if you do the 3, you don't need to know all that math I did earlier because you'll definitely hit the GCI that you'll become the ROI. Will become the ROI for your position. Which talks about, we were talking about sourcing, right?
Yeah.
Data is king right now.
Yeah.
Right?
And you should be, even though Command's not everything you need it to be, you should start migrating
tracking,
over and doing a few things with it and put some data in there and get it going so you're not going to be left behind when it ramps up real hard.
And tracking your lead sources, tracking everything in your business. Imagine, like, you should be collecting as much data as you can about your business, about your clients, so that this time next year, you know exactly what you need to do, where to invest your money back into the business with the things that are giving you the highest ROI because you've collected the data. I'm always fascinated about how many teams have no idea where their leads come from.
Well, and here's a good thought. Going back to leads, what do you do as a great executive assistant admin to ask for business referrals and reviews? Because that's lead generation at the lowest cost. People are trying to...
Not to mention the fact, I have 2 in my schedule right now, my MAPS clients that capped on referrals last year as an admin ops. So basically, I think it was 6 months into the year, they started getting 100% commission on the referrals that they brought to the team. And I think one of them did an additional $15,000 in income last year.
Okay. So whenever we talk about money, I always get a little concerned. So I'm going to give you another thought. So some people say, what do you pay your assistant who brings the referrals in? So I'm going to give you some thoughts.
We feel the same way about this.
Okay.
We're
so
on the same page here.
If it's a person that is in the office, it's a client that you're doing a sale with, you got a listing with, you're doing your job asking for a referral.
Yeah.
However, I go ... If an agent feels compelled and you've negotiated, maybe get $100 bonus when it closes.
Yeah.
That's okay. If you bring in a referral from your friends, families, and past coworkers and whoever you know, your aunt in Iowa, then I think the referral fee should be split in half because there is service that goes out. Yeah, because as I've been taught.
Well, wait, if I bring in my family member into the team, you don't think I should get a 25% referral just like the agent in New Mexico that gives me a referral?
Okay, so the answer is, of course, if you're licensed, you get the whole 25%.
Yes. Okay, there's the caveat. So if you're licensed,
if you're not, then you get half as a bonus.
And it should be written as an employee bonus. Yes,
right.
I agree with that.
Okay,
I totally agree with that.
Now, on the reviews, I think it's really important in this day and age that you focus on a certain number of reviews that you're going to do each month.
Actually, it should be a metric that is set by the Rainmaker.
Go, Miss Matt.
That this is part of your... Yeah. You are required to obtain 90% reviews on all closed transactions.
Yeah, and I like the number 100%, but we'll go with 90. And I also like that it's on your 411.
It should be on your 411, absolutely. Because if you need to if the team is supposed to close 50 transactions this month, and you need to get 90%, why do I make this math so hard on myself?
I don't know. I don't drink wine, but I feel like I had a glass of wine tonight. I'm just like, where are we going with all this?
Let's just, I don't know, what's easy math with 90%. So if you're going to close 10, you need to get obviously 9 reviews from your closed 10 units to hit 90%. And I do believe in 1 referral a month.
Okay. And
right?
I agree. I agree.
Yeah, that's
and I do believe that any conversation you have, anytime that phone rings, anytime you make a phone call, you never end without saying, thank you for working with us. Let me ask you a favor. Who do you know right now?
Who do you know?
You ask for those referrals because it's the drip theory. If you ask 100 people, you should get 4 solid referrals. So when was the last time you asked 100 people intentionally? And so start today. Start tomorrow.
And, I think that what I have found on a lot of great teams is if you want to flip the mindset around reviews and referrals with your ops teams is do a contest. Do a contest between the admin and the agents on who can get the most referrals or the most reviews in a 30-day period. And that'll add some spirit to it. And the admin will win.
Admin will win. So whatever you want to do, you're going to win.
Do a 66-day challenge. And that'll build a habit with them asking. And
Ask for a new car.
Yeah, you get a car. You get a car. We all get a car. Awesome. We're excited. We're here at Masterminds.
Yep, we're here at the Masterminds in Boca Raton. Sorry we got a little crazy. We're just a little goofy from... we worked all day. We've got another big day tomorrow, a big day Wednesday, so we'll keep you posted.
Should we let them know a little bit about what we found out today?
What did we find out?
About all the great changes at Maps and how great it is.
What change did we make?
I think she falls asleep and relies on us to take notes.
No,
we just have a lot of great stuff coming with Maps.
Well, maybe I already knew about it, so it wasn't news to me.
She always knows first. It wasn't news. It wasn't brand new news, right? So we've got great things. We've got on-demand coaching is coming up. Mm-hmm. We also have some great stuff with technology. We're going to be spending all day tomorrow with Josh Team and Brett Shagru.
I can't wait.
She's so excited. You know Monica and
everybody
technology.
Associates Monica Technology Reynolds. It goes hand in hand. Can't wait to get there at 8 a.m. tomorrow.
So we're going to make sure all of our Maps coaches are empowered with tech and knowing what to do for their clients.
I'm going to be so empowered.
She's going to be so empowered.
And Brindley saying to me, now you need to take notes. And I go, yeah, right.
Yeah, she'll rely on me for this.
Take notes.
And then here's the most exciting thing. We have a new program coming out.
We do. Oh, are we going to tell them about that?
Should we tell them?
That's one thing we could do.
You want to tell them?
You tell them.
Why don't you tell them?
Okay. All right. So I'll just start it. So one of the most important things that Gary talks about over and over and over again is your database. And no one really understands how to handle it, how to maximize it, how to take it to the next level. Mm-hmm. And how to get 10% of your database to give you repeat and referral business. Yeah. Like waking up magically January 1st, if you have X amount, you're going to get 10% back. So we put a program together. Imagine that.
Imagine that. And here's the thing, guys. We are going to be doing some webinars in the next couple weeks.
Oh, I think it's this week.
No, not this week. We're here.
Oh, next week we have one.
We have one.
On Tuesday.
I believe so. I think
on Tuesday, but we'll tell you next Monday. We'll let you know. Tuesday for sure.
We'll give you all the dates. Yeah, we want your feedback. You know, what are you seeing in database? What can we help you with? What content can we bring you?
What do you not like about your database?
What do you not like?
What do you think it should be doing? And guess what? We have 12 calls on that. Your database is your data bank.
Yeah, we're going to teach you how to make money. And we're going to teach ops folks how to turn the database into a way that you can generate income for the team and therefore generate income for yourself.
So if database is your only asset, it's not a Louis Vuitton bag or it's not a Lexus, it's none of those things. It's your database. Mm-hmm. And yet it's one of the few things that is never in a schedule to review. Never in a schedule to grow.
Scrub. Yep.
You know, and so one of the things when you talk about how many listing appointments, how many listings taken, sales, why aren't you saying this month we have 3,214 completes so that you have a goal by the end of the year you have 5,000 and
well, and if you use the 12 to 1 and the 12 to 2 and 50 to 1 model.
Here we go again.
Right? 12 to 2. 12. You can figure out. I'm going to buy her a calculator with her new computer.
I don't want to know 12 to 2 to 1 to 5.
No, but it is. Then you can find out exactly how many METs you need to add to your database to know how much money you need to make. That's how you truly turn it into a data bank. And then technology. How are you going to use... How are you going to use technology? How are you going to use technology to increase and enhance your database in order to spend more time engaging with your database? Because tech is going to take care of a lot of the tracking and sourcing and
can't wait
templates.
Can't wait.
Keep an eye out. We love working. You know what somebody told me today?
No. What?
That they loved our partnership because we had an awesome dynamic. I said, is that because she's old and I'm young?
No, it's because I'm smart. You're trying to be. And I teach her things every day.
So I was told I was calmer today.
You are much calmer today, but you're revving up, so I got to go.
Hey,
everybody.
Love you guys.
See ya.
Thank
Bye.
you. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.